Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Last week's vlog was a little bit down in the dumps. We got raw and honest, and I think that's sometimes just needed for everyone, but deep down I am a super happy person and I want to be positive. I want to bring positive vibes, and that's what I always want this channel to be about, looking on the bright side of life and making the best out of every situation. So while it may not be exactly what I want it to be right now, things are looking up and we're always in control of our positivity, so let's make this a good one. I thought I'd bring you along for a little workout day today, and then I've got a fun friend I want to introduce you to at the end of the week who I'm sure you're going to all love. And of course we've got the much awaited results from my MRI scan coming tomorrow, so we're going to get them in real time, which is kind of exciting, nerve-wracking, and everything in between. But just like every good day, let's start with an early morning and of course fueling ourselves, because we cannot be happy on an empty stomach. By the way, it's still really cold in the mornings here in England, which I'm going to try and not talk about the weather, but I also need your help on a topic a little later, so we'll get to discuss that when I've got a little bit more time. It is an absolutely stunning day. The sun is shining, blue skies, and as you can probably tell by the shadow on my face, it's gonna be a gorgeous day, which just makes me so happy. So just like last vlog, we are still on the bike. I've got a bike workout today, but we are going in with a positive attitude. I'm going to enjoy this. The bikes may not be perfect. In fact, they're far from it, but it's the effort that counts. We're gonna get it done. It may be not what I want to do, but I know it makes me feel better, it keeps me fit, and it helps me work towards my goals. So that's what we're gonna be positive about. I think today I have 5 by 6 minutes at kind of like tempo threshold effort off a 1 minute rest. Well, rest is like easy spin. Then 5 by 3 minutes at like 10k effort. I do mine on like as if I was running effort, off 30 seconds spin, and then 5 by 1 minute kind of at like 3k effort, and then just warm up and cool down to get to about 50k I think on the bike. Then we got a little lift, and we're gonna do a double I think on the stairs today, or the elliptical depending on how I feel. But yeah, in a good mood. I had my oats, and then for some reason I woke up so hungry. Does anyone have that, where like you wake up and you're like just like normal, and then once you've eaten you're like, wait, I'm really hungry? So I had 3 corn cakes. By the way, if you've not tried corn cakes, get to try corn cakes. If you like rice cakes, they're like a superior version in my opinion. They go really well with peanut butter and jam. So I had 3 corn cakes with peanut butter and jam, and then a slice of, we have like this seeded French bread, so a slice of that with some butter. And now, honestly, I probably went a little bit too much. I'm feeling a little bit sick right now, but better to be overfueled than underfueled. And I always know the days when I eat a little bit too much in the morning is when I feel better. So I think it was around 1,000 calories total, which is kind of crazy to think that some people like eat that in a whole day. But anyway, we're fueled over here. I can go in another video if you're interested. I'm actually trialing something out with a brand, kind of tracking, kind of not. Something that I recognized from the last video that I wanted to kind of change, just to try and get on top of my nutrition, and just having that extra support is really helping me. Even as a dietitian, I feel like we can still get it wrong a lot of the time, and with stressful things going on in life and everything, it can be more difficult. So If you want a video on that, I can definitely do it. I'm kind of trialing it out right now, so maybe like next week's vlog I can go into it. Just let me know down below. But I'm just waiting for my Insta360 to charge up a bit because I just tried to turn it on. I'm having to film on my phone, hence the quality isn't that great, because I went to go and turn it on and it said like no charge. And I've just realized I've been sat with the car engine off, so it's not even been charging. So we're gonna have to now charge that. But anyway, I went to go and see the sports medicine doctor yesterday, which was a so much better experience. So I'll put some clips in of that and then head in and jump on the bike. Have a good workout no matter what. Just arrived at the sports doctor's. Honestly, I feel like that was the scariest drive of my life. It was my first time being on the motorway in forever, and I just get stressed out when you have to like change lanes and stuff and which exit to get off, and yeah, my brain was just like going 100 miles an hour, and honestly I think my heart rate was higher during that than a cross train this morning. But anyway, we made it safe and sound. I've got myself in a parking spot, which was another scary thing because I hate parking. I'm gonna try and put you in the steering wheel. There we go. So yeah, made it to the sports doctor's. Honestly, I'm not going to get any results today. I'm just seeing him and then getting the scan, but I'm just ready for this. Like, whatever it is, I just want to know because the camera decided to crash down. I'm ready for this, and honestly, I just want to know so I can take the steps forward. It's so frustrating just being in limbo and not knowing, like, can I run, can I not run, what should I be doing, treatment, all that different thing, because it's so different if it's like bone or tendon or muscle, or if it's just in my head. I don't know, but yeah, ready to do this. I'm going to see the doctor in like 30 minutes. I gave myself loads of time to get here, and then I got my scan at 2:30 this afternoon, so I'm going to get some lunch and stuff, and I brought my editing to do just in the car in between, because honestly not much else to do around here. But yeah, just wanted to pop in and say fingers crossed, and let's just hope it goes better than the last one, because I don't think I can go through that again. But I just have a good feeling about this guy. He's worked with British Athletics, Elite London Marathon, all that jazz, so I think he'll be good enough for little old me.
A few moments later.
Appointment all done. Honestly, a breath of fresh air. The staff in that clinic were so nice. Just the setup was incredible. I mean, they had free coffee, so I'm always going to be down for that. And then just the best thing was the doctor treating me like an athlete, not just a person. He was so understanding, and we did blood tests. I had the MRI while I was there, and then we're going to have a follow-up in a couple of days' time to see what's going on. So he was a little bit confused as much as I am as what's going on, because the tests don't really indicate like the pain I'm feeling, but hopefully we've got some answers. And yeah, just really nice to finally see that there is someone out there that actually understands and it's not all downhill. But yeah, fingers crossed. I need to have some lunch because I'm so hungry. It's like 1:30. They managed to get my MRI in early because I was meant to have the appointment time for lunch and then the MRI at 2, but they managed to get my MRI at 1. So I was like, okay, we'll do that, but I'm going to quickly eat some lunch and then brave the motorway on the way home. Hopefully it's going to be pretty quiet because it is only midday. lot better than we did last week. I'm not going to say it was any easier, but I just had this mindset of every time I felt like negative about something, like, oh, this bike's clunky, or oh, I wish I was running, it's so nice outside, I just reminded myself, I just genuinely smiled and was like thinking of what I could be grateful for. Like, I'm able to bike, I don't have a knee injury or something that means I can't bike. I am able to come to a gym, I have a car that can get me to a gym. Like, everything I just turned into something positive, and it genuinely just changes the way that you see life and live life. I think fueling a lot more. Looking back, I think last week I was very unintentionally underfueling. When I get stressed, I just don't eat as much, like, both as a coping mechanism, but also just I just forget to eat. And I think even though I preach it, I've forgotten how much cross training takes out of you, and I think my body's also using a lot of energy to heal and stuff, so I just consciously massively upped my intake, like eating past comfort a lot of times, but it was just like, I need to get this in, and adding in those high calorie things like nut butters, cheeses, etc., and things like that, just to get the energy up, and it makes such a big difference. Honestly, the weather as well, like, I know I'm in a jacket, but it's like warmish, and it just makes me so happy. I just look back at all the pictures when I was in Florida, and I can genuinely see I was thriving. Like, I just so wish I could go back there, but I have some decisions to make. So I'm gonna be going somewhere at the end of this week for 5 days, and then I get back on Tuesday, and I want to like go somewhere. I need to get out my house, I need to go and live on my own, and I kind of have two options. So I'm wanting to go to London over the summer, so like July, August, if I can find somewhere affordable-ish to live or someone to live with. So let me know down below if you know of anyone that's looking for a roommate, or somewhere that's like cheapish to live, but I want to be central London, like walking, not need a car, etc. So my options are like from basically the second week of May to like mid-end of June. Can either go up to Manchester, because that's another big city here in the UK, and it's close to Science and Sport. They're like maybe an hour train drive north, and it's got some really good facilities, some good tracks. I actually know some people that live kind of up there, and I can go and like just get an Airbnb there and live there basically for 4 or 5 weeks, or go to Portugal and do the same thing, get an Airbnb, train, and live there for 4 or 5 weeks. And I just don't know what to do. There's like pluses and minuses of both of them. Like Manchester, obviously I could drive up, so I could bring more of my stuff. It's at home. If I really don't like it, I can just drive back. Obviously it's England, so it's a little easier. I'm not paying for a flight, etc. But then houses are more expensive obviously there, so it kind of equals out the flight and the apartment cost when you like add them together. Like the flight for the apartment of Portugal is the same as the apartment in Manchester, so cost isn't as much of a thing. But obviously Portugal, I'd have to only take a suitcase worth of stuff, which is okay. I mean, I've literally took 2 suitcases over with me when I went to the US. It's obviously a new place, don't know the language, but it has that beach. I go like on the beachy area, I'm thinking like Algarve area, and I'd have it as like a I'm working and I'm training kind of thing. It's not like a holiday, but I just feel like that beach lifestyle I would really thrive in, and I'm just so stuck with what I want to do. So if you have any advice, let me know. But that's hopefully the next plans kind of coming up next, and something to look forward to, because I just really need to get out of my house and be somewhere on my own, or at least out of that environment just for now. Just heading out in the local park. I wanted to get some sunshine, get some steps in, honestly more just for mental health and everything. Gonna eat some lunch, start editing probably this, and I've got another reel to edit and one to go live today, and then I'll do 30 minutes on the stairs probably, and then jump in the sauna for a bit just to get some heat training in, because I do try to do that like 3-4 times a week if I can, and then head back home. gym, long day. Had a really good stair stepper actually. I watched the London Marathon highlights, which made it go by very quickly, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't know, it's just switching things up. I can't say that about swimming. I didn't enjoy my swim. But the stair stepper, I am kind of enjoying. It's tough, but it's like, it's weird. It's easy to get your heart rate up, so it's not as tough, if that makes sense. But yeah, had 30 minutes in the sauna, some random conversations with some guys about not having fluoride toothpaste to increase nitrates, and then pickled eggs. You can guess what you want from that, but yeah, drove back looking a little windswept. I didn't wash my hair because I haven't got any shampoo in my gym bag. I forgot, so I'm just going to do it tomorrow because I leave for my trip in the afternoon, so it'd be nice to have freshly washed hair. Packed some stuff for my trip. I'm not leaving till mid-afternoon, so I've got time, but just wanted to start that. And then I got a big parcel from On. So I got an email from them, and I got to pick out some stuff to try, so I thought I would show you. I love unboxings and seeing what people get, so I thought I'd do them myself too. We'll start with the clothing. So I did this a while back, so I actually can't remember, so it's kind of confusing. Oh yeah, I got the Performance Race Tank, I think it's called. It's got like an inbuilt sports bra, and then kind of like maybe a race day top, I'm not sure. Pink color, I thought it was kind of cute. This was the only one they had in my size anyway, so I got that. It's actually really good quality, and I raced in an On top when I ran in Florida because the team I ran for was sponsored by On, so I really like that. It was good luck, so I thought I'd go for this one, and we need to be strong, independent women in our pink. And then maybe to go with that, maybe not. I got some shorts, the ones with like all the pockets. So if you're racing like half marathons and marathons, you can put loads of gels in. But they're just in a blue color, which I thought was really cute. I've got some of their shorts I already use for long runs with pockets, similar to this, which I really love. Then onto shoes. I did get 3 different ones, all kind of different purposes. So we'll start with the Easy Run shoe. This one is the Cloud Eclipse. So I'm hoping this one may substitute or go with my Vomero Pluses. I really love those, but they are starting to wear out, and I probably should get a new pair soon. So I got these. They're just really cushioned, and yeah, good for easy runs. No plate or anything, but good cushioning, which I'm finding I really do like. And it's a stunning color too. Then we've got the Cloud Boom Max, which is like a super trainer. So it's good for doing tempos, threshold, maybe like long run workouts where you don't want like a full race day shoe, but you still have a plate. I believe it has a plate. I'm not sure what kind of plate, but it's not as aggressive as a race day shoe. So you're not going to get as much of the benefits, so you can benefit from that training, but also it's not going to have like the same injury risk. And again, in a really cute color. Just for reference, I race in the On Cloud Boom Strike. I absolutely love them. I've got pretty much all my personal bests in them. You can probably see from loads of photos if you look on Instagram. I'm wearing them, and I have a brand new pair upstairs that I bought back in the US. So I didn't want to get another pair of those. However, those are like my half marathon, 10 mile, and probably will be marathon shoe for now, unless I change. But I, at the moment, do any shorter speed work when I was doing it in the Vaporfly 3, I think. However, they're just honestly worn out. They're not a bad shoe. I really, really love them. I ran like 5Ks in them. They're just worn out. And I saw that On had brought out this Cloud Boom Volt, which is for like 5Ks, 10Ks. So it's a little bit more aggressive than a Cloud Boom Strike, I believe. But still a bit more cushioned than a Vaporfly, because I did always find the Vaporfly was not that cushioned. So I'm really excited to try that. I get on so well with the Cloud Boom Strike. These are all obviously pending when I get back running, but honestly, it just makes me even more excited. I will link these all down below so you can see them, and maybe we can match too. If you do get matching ones, let me know, send me pictures, and we can be twins. A surreal moment for me when I get these emails to do things with brands, and I'm like, it finally feels like it's worth it, because I do sometimes feel like I'm just like hitting my head against a brick wall with this content creation. Like, I put so much work in it, like it's a full-time job, and I don't seem to be moving anywhere. But then I look and I'm like, me a year ago would have never have anything like this. So I need to stop comparing myself to others and just think about the reason why I started, which was to make an impact and to inspire people and document my journey and share the knowledge I have. So yeah, thank you to you all for making this possible, but we just got to have some healthy legs now to be able to use these. Vlogger the past few days. It's honestly been a couple of days since I last vlogged, but had a lot going on. Had travel, as you can see I'm in a different place for a while, which I will explain, doctor's results which I will give you, and honestly just not a whole lot going on that I felt I needed to film. But before I make some breakfast, I have two little friends I need to feed first. Frosty! Chicken! So I am house sitting for my grandparents. They are on a little staycation to visit some friends down south, and they have this beautiful little girl called Frosty. Frosty! Frosty, what's this? I think she's a little scared. She is a rescue, but she is an absolutely gorgeous Merle border collie, and then they've got a little tricolored cat called Chicken. So I'm on house sitting duties and animal duties, which was good. Last night was our first night together alone. She got me up a couple of times, but I think some of that is because I go to bed really early. So like when she got me up at midnight, I think they're only just going to bed. So we just had that let out, but apart from that, she was a very, very good girl. Apparently Chicken normally brings in mice and things every night, but there was none last night. So whether she doesn't like me, or actually I'd like to say that she does like me, because I wasn't looking forward to having to pick those up, but we still have a few more nights. I'm here for 4 nights, 5 days, 4 nights. So yeah, lots to enjoy. It's the bank holiday weekend. We're still training, so I'll take you along to the gym, but have some updates on that. And yeah, just creating content and looking after this little one and getting some walks in. And Chicken has come to say hi too. Ew, this is little Chicken. They are both on top of me because they're hungry. Back from a quick walk, just took Frosty out for like 30 minutes or so, just to get her to do her business, stretch her legs and get a little bit of energy out. Now I'm about to head to the gym. I've got a bike workout, so I thought I'd just pop in to tell you what I have, because I always love to see what people have. I've got 5 by 5 minutes with 1 minute easy, and then 5 by 2 minute with 30 seconds easy, and then 10 by 30 seconds with 30 seconds easy. So Nice and simple session. I'm hoping there's a decent bike at this gym. I haven't really checked the bikes. I used the elliptical yesterday, so I probably should have checked to see if they have a bike, but you know what, we'll make it work, whatever it is. I was sat having a second coffee and editing this reel of Megan. I've probably spoken about her loads. We like officially buried her, everything. Yesterday, even though she's passed away like a year and a half ago, but my parents were waiting for me to come home and my sister was over doing the horse's teeth, so we just decided to do it there and then. But I was bawling my eyes out, and I am not a crier. Like, I do not cry that often, but there's something about that dog that just makes me, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get emotional now, makes me just tear up. I miss her so much. She was my best friend. I have just pulled myself together. I need to do this. She was my best friend through some of the hardest years of my life. I think unofficially my emotional support animal. I think I've always needed one, and it's one of those things that you have it and then you don't have it and you realize you needed it. So yeah, there's just something about those videos, photos, every time I just tear up. Pull yourself together, Lauren. I was editing that reel, but as I said, I'm gonna head to the gym. It's like a 8-minute drive or something crazy like that. I could probably walk, but you know what, I don't want to walk and I'm gonna drive. So we are gonna go and get that workout done, try and do a little bit of a lift after. I'm just gonna see how I'm feeling. I will update you on the injury later this afternoon when I've got a bit more time and I'm a little bit more composed, but at the moment it's just ticking over. So we're gonna get that done, come back, and then rest of the day will probably just be trying to chill, editing this. We'll take out Frosty again this afternoon just to stretch her legs and everything, and yeah, just trying to embrace the chill life. But I'll either try and get some clips at the gym or I will catch you. Bike workout and lift done. I did not get much clips because I'm bad in the best of times. Being in a new gym with random people, and it's a pretty small gym so everything is cramped, I was just like, yeah, I'm not whipping out the camera. The sun is shining. I actually had a really good bike workout. It's actually nice to go on a bike that spins properly, unlike the bikes at my other gym, which really do not make bike workouts any more fun than they already are. Honestly, actually felt pretty strong. Just did some random lift stuff, just made it up as I went along, and now I'm trying to find the car because I have lost it. Head back, give Frosty some attention, and yeah, just chill for the rest of the day. Hi! We've been looking at the house. Gorgeous day. I am just out on a walk, got back, grabbed some groceries from the supermarket by the gym, had a shower, had some lunch, booked all my appointments for next week, which I will update you on now in the injury, and just out taking little Frosty for a walk. My grandpa lives right by these woods, which are absolutely gorgeous, and it's bluebell season. So as you've probably seen, the bluebells are everywhere and it's so pretty. Yeah, the injury update everyone wanted. Well, good news is no stress fracture. My bones are intact, no issues at all, but I have pretty bad greater trochanteric bursitis. So basically the bursa that goes over the bony bit on the outside of your hip is pretty inflamed. So you can rest it for like 3 months and hope that it heals itself, but as like this doctor said, as an athlete, that's not really viable. So we're going to be doing an injection into the hip. I know I will probably get comments from a bunch of people who tried to tell me like I shouldn't do it, I should do it, but I trust the professionals, and he said that was the best option for me, so that's what we're going to go with. So I was just spending the afternoon doing that, so booked that in for next Wednesday. I've actually got a DEXA scan on the Thursday just because he wanted to do it anyway before we knew about the results. I might as well get a good one just to see where my bone density is at anyway. And then I've got a physio appointment on Friday, so with the injection you have to take 48 hours completely off exercise, and then like day 3 and 4 and 5 you can do cross training, like light and easy. And then hopefully I'll be able to get back running. The pain apparently should go away within the first 2 days, but you just want to like allow the injection to do itself. So I'm gonna have to exercise my patient brain, my recovery brain, and just let myself rest and chill those days. So next week is going to be a little bit all over the place. I come back from looking after Frosty on the Tuesday, and then yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are all booked up. I kind of did the scan on the Thursday so it would distract me, give me something to do when I've got nothing else on, and then it'll be good to do the physio on Friday so I can start those exercises and things over the weekend. So that will be really good. Plans have kind of changed now. I'm like, do I go and travel? Do I stay at home and rehab? But I think I'm gonna get through next week and then decide where we go. But yeah, although no injury is good news, I think, like I said when I was getting the scan results, just having an answer is kind of nice, knowing it's not in my head. But also the treatment is, if it works, pretty simple for this. But then also I need to obviously get to the bottom of why it's happened. That's why we're going to be working with the physio and just really dial in like my strength and conditioning and load management and things. Honestly, just give me the time to really focus on those little extras like my nutrition, my strength, building back the running properly, running economy, running form and stuff. And just, it may not be the timeline I wanted. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens the timing it's meant to. And yeah, the races I was meant to be doing, the early ones are probably off the cards, but it only just means I'm going to come back stronger later. Just as though I know it's hard, and you probably, a lot of you can relate, like downtime is hard, but just trying to enjoy it because it's going to be busy. And when I get back going again, and the summer I've got some exciting plans, so I need to really rest and recuperate, both my physical but also mental health, and just yeah, ready for coming back with a vengeance. Just finishing up the walk, and oh my gosh, I'd forgotten how nice it is to have a little friend with me on a walk instead of going on my own all the time. I really do miss my little girly Megan, but hopefully we can get a new Megan soon. And for now, little Frosty is filling that gap. To save this vlog being a feature-length documentary, I am going to close it out for now. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you, and having this outlet when times are difficult means so much. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you want to see next week, because obviously it's going to be a bit all over the place. Do you want me to document all the stuff, or do you want maybe some other kind of video? As always, I want this channel to help you all, so whatever I can do in that aspect will really fill my heart. So me and Frosty, we will see you in the next one.